So it's currently 5:15 in the morning and we are just about to head off to the airport. So see you on the other side. So due to operational requirements, our flight has been delayed until 10 a.m. So please pray that everything is going okay. But on the plus side, I found Haribo's. Hello from Tokyo! It's about 9:15 in the morning now and we're about to head off for our first adventure at Team Lab Planets. Whatever that is. So keep an eye out and see what happens. Hello from Tokyo! So we just got off the train at Toyosu Station and heading over to Team Lab, but we found these really cool fountains. They look really cool, so that's a cool little added bonus to our trip. Team Planets was amazing, but now we have found the Sky Tree. It's so tall and we're about to go up it and Dad is quite scared.
Very scared.
See you at the top. So we made it to the top of the Sky Tree. Well, we're most of the way up. We're at 350 meters now and the view, it's pretty insane. This is very high up and amazing. We are now at floor 450 meters off the ground, and it is crazy high up here. But also another cool thing is they're currently celebrating Hello Kitty's 45th anniversary, which is super fun. So there's Hello Kitty stuff everywhere, and it looks amazing. But also, the view is spectacular. Check it out. Whoa, so high! So to end the day, we have found ourselves on a boat, Tokyo cruise, down the Sumida River, and it looks really awesome. And it was just in time as well because it started to rain just as we got on, but thankfully there is a roof. Hey guys, so I'm back at the hotel room after a very long day today, and unfortunately there wasn't a whole lot of Wi-Fi for me to upload my stories, so I'm just gonna upload them all now in order. So enjoy! Hello from Tokyo! So we were on our way to the Tokyo Tower this morning, and we passed this little cafe that we wanted to check out, and it is super cute. It's so aesthetic, but just like really nice as well. And also the food here, you can get 2 continental breakfasts and 2 black teas for like $19. It is amazing. It's great. Anyway, we'll see you at Tokyo Tower. So we finished up at the cafe and now we have found Tokyo Tower. It's so big. Not as big as the Sky Tree, but it's still pretty magnificent. So we're gonna see how much it is to go up and see if it's worth it or not. So we made it up Tokyo Tower. It was pretty cheap in the end, and now we're at 150 meters, so not as tall as yesterday, but the view is still pretty spectacular. It's really cool. I got a holographic stamp medal thing. I got a booklet. It's one of those touristy spots that everyone is massing at, but it's pretty great.
3階にはオフィシャルショップ東京ワンピースタワーマザー牧場カフェ、2階には東京のお土産品売り場、フードコートなどがございます。なお1階には建設当時の様子や歴代のライトアップ写真を展示しておりますので、ぜひお立ち寄りくださいませ。Thank you for visiting Tokyo Tower. We will arrive on the third floor. The official shop Tokyo One Piece Tower and the Amazon Cafe are located on this floor.
Sketches.
We went for a walk and we went on a couple of trains, and now we have found Takeshita Street, which is one of the busiest streets in Japan, as you can see. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy. We're gonna go down it and see if we can find some food. Okay, so now we've come to this place called Kiddyland, which is like a 4-story shop just full of like toys and anime and nerdy stuff, and it is massive. This is the 3rd floor. This is crazy. There's so much stuff in here. It's insane. Kiddyland, not just for kids. So we found Kiddyland and had a lot of fun, but then someone recommended to me a Starbucks that has a rooftop garden, and this place is pretty gorgeous. Lots of greenery, lots of different cool steps and things, and the view from the 6th floor is pretty cool as well. Not bad, thanks for the recommendation. Hello from Tokyo, final couple of adventures for the day. We came to the Metropolitan, the government building here in Tokyo, and they have a little observatory that you can go up, and it's a pretty cool site. We've been on lots of tall buildings today, but this is the site. Pretty awesome. And it looks like there's a little gift shop as well, which I'm quite intrigued to check out. So that's everything for today. Thanks for watching that, I don't know, 5 minutes or however long it took mess. I think I uploaded everything in the right order, but you get the gist anyway. We went up a lot of tall buildings today, and that was a lot of fun. Some cool views, some nice Starbucks, and a day full of quite happy moments, so that's good. And I will see you tomorrow for the next little adventure in Tokyo. Hi, so I just got back to the hotel again from a very, very long day. A lot of walking around being done. Unfortunately, again, a serious lack of Wi-Fi around the city that was free and I could sign into. So here are all of my stories all in one. Enjoy! Hello from Tokyo! So we went on a bit of a wander to start off the day. Saw some really cool back alleys, the non-touristy side of Tokyo, which was quite cool. And just as we were wondering if we could get some breakfast, we found this cool little area down in the middle of the CBD that has waterfall. And lots of cute little water bits and places to sit down, which is super cute. So we're going to find a cafe, try and get some breakfast before we continue our journey to Yoyogi Park this morning. Hello, so we had a really nice cafe breakfast, super cute, and now we have walked to Yoyogi Park, which is where this really cool shrine is called the Meiji Jingu Shrine, and it's meant to be really interesting to look at. And then we're going to walk through the park and head down to Shibuya where the big crossing is, and try the crossing of death later, so I'll see you there. So we made it to Meiji Jingu Shrine. This place is absolutely gorgeous. It's very traditional. The shrine is behind me right now. So it's the main shrine to the Emperor Meiji and his wife, who loved Yoyogi Park apparently. And there's all sorts to do here. Lots of cool traditional dress, kimonos and things like that. It's a really awesome place. So we're going to go inside the shrine now, but there's no photos or video. So I'll tell you what afterwards. Hello again. We have finished at the shrine, but there's this inner garden here with a couple of ponds. It's really nice. It's like going on a forest walk. Really, really cute. And there's a well at the end of this little track, so we're gonna go see a well and then go see some irises, maybe a couple of ponds. And then we're gonna head on to our next adventure. So after a slight detour where we accidentally went the wrong way and walked right back around from where we came, we made it to another little area in the park that is like more of the picnic spot, and there's apparently some cool steps that you can go up to the top of, and there's a lookout, and there's a little bit of a view of the sea. But meanwhile, this park is really nice. Whee! What I didn't expect from New Zealand was the amount of crows that are here. And apparently you have to beware because they attack, but they are massive. And we'll see, hopefully we don't get attacked. But we're on our way through the park, over the steps, heading down into Shibuya to find some lunch at a place that was recommended to us called Genki Sushi. Apparently it's a really great place to eat. And they got little automatic little table things as well, so that should be interesting. I'll see you there. Hey, so we made it to Genki Sushi, which is a really cool but weird place, but it's really awesome. You order via a touchpad, and then the stuff comes to you on a little tray, and it stops outside your station. It's really cute. I'm in love with this place and wish I could eat here every day. I wish we'd discovered this on the first day. This is amazing. Really good food. Highly recommend Genki Sushi in Shibuya. Hello from Tokyo! Genki sushi, super tasty, and now we've made it to Shibuya Crossing. This is where 3,000 people regularly cross the street every day. It's a really busy intersection. This is the crossing of death. And we're going to try cross it and not get hit by anyone else. So let's see how that goes. To go. Got all these people crossing the road with me. This is insane. Whoa, I should probably stop vlogging before I get hit in the face or punch someone in the face. There's so many people here. This is insane. Whoa. I only keep punching people in the face with my phone. This is crazy. My goodness. I'm across. I made it. Made it across Shibuya Crossing. Yes. So we are still at Shibuya Crossing, but we found this dog statue. And it's a really sad story that the dog waited for the owner outside of his station every day, and then the owner died while he was away at work, but the dog waited, and then the dog died, and everybody cries. And now they built a statue for him, which is pretty cool. But we managed to get a selfie with it. But there's a huge crowd of people just waiting and lining up to get a selfie with this dog. It's crazy. That was it. That was my crazy day. My last day in Tokyo, unfortunately. We are flying out very early tomorrow morning, heading off towards Seville, which should be amazing. So whether or not I put anything up in the morning will depend on airport Wi-Fi, I guess. I don't have any data, so let's see what happens with that. Otherwise, I will see you in Seville. Hello from Tokyo. It's currently just before 5 in the morning, and we're about to leave the hotel and walk to the train station, get the train to the airport, and start boarding for our flight to Seville. The weird thing is, it's already pretty light outside. Even though it's still spring, the sunrise is really early here, so it's quite a weird feeling, and I feel like it should be later on than what I feel it is, because I'm very tired right now. But it was an amazing trip in Tokyo. I've had so much fun, and I really, really want to come back here again. But otherwise, I will see you maybe in the airport, maybe in Seville. Hey, we've made it to the airport, had some breakfast, thankfully. We're just waiting to board our plane. It'll be in about 10 minutes, and our plane leaves in about 45. So if you could please pray for a safe journey. We're heading to Zürich, and then we're going from Zurich to Seville, so I'll probably see you in Seville. Bye! Hello everyone, so 11 hours later we finally made it to Zurich airport, and we basically walked through the airport and we're boarding our new plane in like 10 minutes, ready to go to Seville. So we made it safe, and we've got one more flight to go for maybe like a couple of hours, and then we will finally be in Seville. Hello, we have made it to Spain, to Seville, and we found our Airbnb. It's super cute. It's a really nice, colourful, really nice place. There's even a little second lounge here, which is, I'm going to claim that as my own. And it's a really nice place, so we're going to settle in for a little bit, maybe check out this balcony. It's in the historical part of the city, so there's lots of really cool little bits that you can stand out on, but you're not allowed to like touch or anything. And then we're going to go to the supermarket and grab some essentials. And then we'll start our adventures tomorrow, so see you then. Hey guys, so we're back in the apartment for now, because it's currently about 33 degrees outside and it is siesta time. That is a real thing here. As soon as we got out of the tourist area, it was like everything went really quiet and everyone had gone home and all the shops were shut. So we decided to head back to the apartment, and we're going out for dinner and a flamenco show later. But I thought I'd take this time now to upload all my little stories from this morning so you can see what we got up to. Hey, so we made it to Seville, and we had a little bit of a lie-in just to get used to the time difference. There was a lot of time zones we passed this morning. And we're just going for a wander around Seville now. We found this cool, can't really see, but it's a palace of someone, and it's got some really cool architecture, some tile floors and things like that. It's really pretty, and there's loads of really old stuff here. that's amazing. So we're gonna go see if we can find some more things. Hola! So we had another little wander, and there was a cake shop that we wanted to go to called Confiteria La Campana, which is meant to be a really popular cake shop in Seville. It was very busy, and the food here looks amazing, right?
Good.
Good? Tasty? Muy bien. So we're going to enjoy this and then head on to our next place. So the pastries were amazing, and now we've made our way to what they call locally the mushrooms. They're big wooden structures that you can like walk up, and there's a view at the top, and I think it's only about €3, so we're going to go up and see what the view's like. Apparently you can see like most of Seville from up there, so it looks really cool. So we made it to the top of the mushrooms, and the view here, I gotta say, is pretty spectacular. Oh, look. There's so many churches and monasteries and convents and all sorts. It's absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to explore some of it as well in the next few days. Hola! So we finished siesta time and went out to lunch, to dinner I should say, to this tapas bar that our host recommended to us, and it was really cool, so thanks to La Botola for that. It was really good. And then afterwards, as you can see by the flower in my hair, we went to a flamenco show at La Casa del Flamenco, and it was really fun. There was lots of banging of feet and some cool guitar playing and some really good singing, and it was a lot of fun. Dad didn't enjoy it so much, but he doesn't appreciate fine art, so that's okay. And then afterwards we have come to this rooftop bar at this really nice hotel not far from where we are staying, that just enjoying my cocktail right now. But it's 9:30 now, and the sun is only just starting to set, which is fun. We also, on the way to the bar, saw a Catholic procession. There was a lot of incense burning and this really big silver thing with Mary on top, so that was interesting. Don't know what was going on. Everyone we asked just said it was a procession, so just Catholics being Catholics, I guess. Anyway. So we have made it on our first adventure of today to the Plaza de España, which is like a semicircle plaza, and it's got a little canal around it. It's really amazing to look at. And we're going to have a walk around now and also see how much the little boats are that you can take, and see if we want to get one of those. They look super cute. It's like a little canal. Reminds me of Venice. Anyway, that's our first adventure today. And then some park, and then a museum or two. walked around the Club Plaza and we found where the boats leave, and now we're on a boat. Dad's doing a very good job of rowing, apart from the fact that he keeps sending us into the bank a little bit. But that's okay, he's learning. And it's actually really beautiful out here. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I'm going to put my phone down now before I drop it in the water. Hola! So we went on the boats, that was lots of fun. We've just packed up now and realised that it's about 30 degrees at the moment and it's climbing fast. So we've decided to knock the museums, and where we found a shady spot to eat some lunch on some orange trees that keep dropping, so we could get hit by an orange at any second. And we've decided we're gonna head back for siesta time, because apparently it's gonna get up to about 37 in a few hours, so don't want to melt. Hola, so it's about 8:20 now and it's still 35 degrees and it's boiling out there. So I decided, instead of going out for dinner by myself, I just went for a quick wander and I ended up finding a nice Moroccan place to get some takeaway food at. So that's really nice. So I've come back to the air-conditioned apartment, which is very useful right now, to eat my tea, and I think I'm watching Lord of the Rings or something like that on Netflix. But otherwise, there's not much more I had planned for today. Mum and Dad have gone back to Plaza de España to take some photos in the right light, as Mum likes to call it. So I am home alone, and it's quite nice and cool in here. So I've stuck the aircon on. You can see the sweat shining off me. That's beautiful. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Hola, so we just got back to the apartment. It's currently 32 degrees outside, so it's definitely time to come back. I was doing a lot of walking this morning, and here are the stories from this morning, and you might see one later on if we go out for dinner. Hola, so we're just walking now to our first and pretty much only big adventure of the day, is we're going to the Cathedral of Seville, which is like the biggest main cathedral. And there's also, we managed to get tickets for a rooftop tour, like a little walk of the cathedral, so it should be a pretty cool view from the city. Plus it's not very common that you can get these rooftop tours, so it's awesome that we were able to do that. And then you get to go up the bell tower next to it, the Gibraltar, and then we're also going to go see the Church of El Salvador, which was apparently a very, very important guy way back when. So we'll see what's special about that as well. Hola, so we finished up at the cathedral and the rooftop walk was really cool, and I'll put some pictures up after the story. And we decided that there was some helados, or some ice cream, across the road from the cathedral, so we definitely knew that we were due an ice cream shop. Mum got lemon sorbet, I got strawberry, and Dad got mint chocolate chip. He's very much enjoying that. Ice cream's good start to the day, or good middle of the day. It's currently about, I think it's about 28, 29 degrees at the moment, maybe more. It's So we're just gonna check out a couple more places and then head back to the apartment as it's getting very hot very quickly, and it's meant to get up to about 38 today, so well, like I'm using this as a microphone. Anyway, bye! Hola! So we just got back to the apartment from dinner. We went to this cute little place which was kind of like average, but the food was actually really nice. I had paella, which I haven't had for a very long time, and my dessert was very interesting. That it was lemon ice cream served inside a lemon, which was an interesting experience, but it was super nice. A little bit sour in places, but otherwise super good. And what I love over here that I haven't mentioned yet is that because it's so hot outside in the evening still, because it's like 9:30 now and it's still 30 degrees, some of the restaurants, they have little misting things on pipes, which I'm also going to show you a little video of. And every few seconds it just kind of sends a little spray of water down just to cool you down, which is brilliant, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. But that was our evening, misted and lemon ice creams. And we are ready for another adventure tomorrow. We've only got a couple of days left in Seville now, so I'm going to make the most of them. See you tomorrow. Hola! So, second to last day in Seville. We went for a walk around some archives this morning that were quite interesting. Had a little exhibition on, but there's not too much to take photos of. And then we've just stopped for a bit of lunch, and then behind me is the Golden Tower, which we're going to go up now. And then after that, we're off on a boat along the river, so that should be a good sight. We've done a boat in every country we've been to now, it's Tokyo and Seville, so maybe we need to do one in Singapore as well. I wonder. Anyway, I'll see you on the boat. Hola! So we made it up the tower, a lot of steps, as usual, but the view is pretty good from the top. There's these little like posts in the way every so often, but otherwise it's a pretty good walk around. There's even some little stairs that you can go up and see like an extra little view just there, and it's got like an extra just a little platform up there just to get a nice view from. Otherwise, nice little place. And I know that there's another level down a bit, and there's a gift shop as well, so you never know what I might bring home. Now we made it onto the boat. It's a little bit breezy, which is actually really nice because it's super hot at the moment. And we've just been up and down the river. There's like a little track playing with facts about different places, which should be quite interesting because we've kind of seen them from the different places that we've been, but haven't really known what they are. That's good to know now. And it's a really nice little trip along the river. I'm feeling very relaxed right now. After this, because it's the hottest part of the day at the moment, it's about 4:45, we're going to head back to the apartment for a little siesta, and then we're going to head over to Triana tonight, which is like on the other side of the river, and it's like full of little markets and things like that, so we're going to find some dinner and check out some markets, which will be super fun. But that's tonight. See you later. Hola, so Triana was a bit of a bust, unfortunately. A lot of the stuff was closed or just not that great to begin with, to be honest. But we have walked back and checking out the restaurant that Mum and Dad went to the other night while I was home alone. And it's a very, very nice place. It's very cute and very aesthetic. I'm digging it, and hopefully we'll have some nice food here. But otherwise, that's the end of our day, so I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, we are starting off the day with a bus and cart ride, which is quite fun, quite lovely. There's a lot going on. I'm taking pictures. It's yeah, we're getting a horse ride around the city. It's like a little loop that they do, and it was only €15 each, which is really good, I think. So We're drawing a wobbly horse ride on the cobblestones, which is really fun. Now our driver keeps pointing out little things out of interest.
Que yo lo he comprado para ponérmelo, no me lo he guardado.
We've done the horse and cart ride and we've split off to have our own little adventures today. There's some stuff that I want to do that Mum and Dad doesn't want to do, yada yada yada, other way around. So I'm back at the mushrooms today because there's some Roman ruins underneath it that I'd really like to see that we just didn't have time for the other day, so I'm going to go down there and see it now. Fortunately, I didn't have enough change on me, so I had to go and get a hot chocolate and a donut for morning tea, which is really good at a nice little place where you just sit at the bar and they serve you. It's very American diner feel. Anyway, that's my adventure for today, and then maybe some shopping afterwards. Well, so I'm back at the apartment a little bit earlier today because there was only a couple of things I wanted to do, and I did my shopping. I found a really cool store that has a load of nerdy t-shirts in it, and apparently they send to New Zealand as well, deliver to New Zealand online, so I may end up spending more money in there in the future, but they had some really cool t-shirts and they had a little bit of a deal on as well, so I got a little bit too tempted. And then I found like a pastel version of Typo for those of you in New Zealand. For those of you in the UK, Typo is like a little upmarket stationery shop. And it had a very like kind of Japanesey but also pastel Typo feel to it. And I managed to find a colouring book that I can't seem to find any colouring books anymore in New Zealand for adults, so I found one in there and purchased it so I can have it when I get back, which will just be my little thing for fun as well. And I found a couple of souvenirs as well, so all in all a good little day. And otherwise I think the only other thing we're doing in Seville now is getting dinner tonight, and then we're driving down to Gibraltar tomorrow morning to meet up with my sisters ready for the wedding on the 7th. Yay! Hi, so it's 20 to 1 in the morning. Just got back from catching up with family, having a few drinks. Most of the wedding party is here now, and back in the hotel in Gibraltar. For those of you who don't know, it's a little bit sticking out of the southern tip of Spain, but it still belongs to the Brits for some reason. I never really paid much attention to find out something about World War II. Anyway, we got back to the hotel, but today has been crazy. We drove down from Seville this morning to Gibraltar, about 2.5 hours, and then I had a facial. My mum and Rach had a massage and hung out with a lot of the wedding party, met a couple of Rach and Dan's friends from the UK, which was nice, and all in all a good day. We went up the Gibraltar Rock, which is pretty much most of the island it covers, and we saw some monkeys, so I'll post a couple of pictures up there. The views were also amazing, and you can actually see Morocco from here, which is insane. It's like, oh yep, that's Africa, you can see a whole town. And well, otherwise, yeah, the views are pretty good. And then we just went out for dinner and a few drinks and just had some good catch-ups together, which was really nice. But as I said, it is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, so I am going to go to sleep now. We've got a very big day tomorrow with the wedding. It's finally happening after 15.5 years. Well done. So I will post something tomorrow night maybe. Otherwise, see you later. Hi, so just posting a quick video. Just got back from the wedding. It's 20 to 1 in the morning. We danced the night away, literally. Really good day with family and friends and new family. But yeah, it's been a very tiring day. Out of respect for Dan and Rach and the photographers, I'm not going to post anything personal up, just because that should be them, and then maybe after they've posted personal stuff I'll do some of mine. But otherwise, really amazing, beautiful day, and congratulations to Rach and Dan. They finally made it, Mr. and Mrs. Pearson. But otherwise, we're getting up very early in the morning to drive back up to Seville. But right now, I just got my makeup off, just got the dress off. I'm very tired, so I'm going to go to sleep. Good night. Seville Airport, just as an update, we're about to board soon and our flight will be leaving, so if you could pray for a safe flight. We're heading to Frankfurt, where we'll be in the airport for about 5 hours, I think, something like that, and then from there we'll be heading on to Singapore, but we'll be flying overnight, so it won't be until Sunday evening that we land in Singapore. Time travel on planes is really hard to keep track of. But yes, please pray for a safe flight, and no noisy kids would be great. Otherwise, I probably won't post tonight in Frankfurt, but I'll see you tomorrow in Singapore. Hi, so we've made it to Singapore, we've made it to the flat. It's very hot and humid here. It's going to be a problem for my hair, I think. Anyway, just a quick update. Dad unfortunately got really sick on the flight over to Singapore, so he spent most of it either lying on the ground of the airplane or wrapped up in about 1 million blankets. Fortunately, thank the Lord, there was a doctor that happened to be on the flight, so he came down and looked at Dad and kind of tried to help him out as much as he could, and I think it's maybe either food poisoning or some sort of virus, but if you could just please pray for a quick recovery. We want to enjoy the 4 days that we have in Singapore the best we can, and Dad doesn't like getting sick either, so if you could please pray for that, that would be great. Otherwise, we've arrived safely, so thank you. Hello! Update on Dad. He's feeling a bit better. He's out and about. And continuing the tradition of what we've been doing in the holiday countries is we're going on a boat ride on Singapore River Cruise on what they call bum boats, which are basically just the flat boats with the little roofs. So we're about to head on that pretty soon and check out the city from the river. which will be nice. There's little loop tracks that will end up back here. And yes, if you haven't already seen, I am wearing my bow for today as well. Bizarre Bow Week, cool bananas, go sponsor me. Hi, so one last thing for the day, as it's getting pretty hot now. Just to continue our tradition of going up tall things, we came up Marina Bay Sands, which is the building that looks like a boat on top of 3 towers. And the view here, as you can see,
I spoke to it the morning of.
pretty spectacular. It's an amazing little view up here. And you can see actually most of Singapore, which is really weird because the island is only like not even that big itself, but it has like 5.7 million people in it. So we're just up here for a quick visit. Lots of pictures. You can see out to sea. You can see all the little islands on the edge. It's actually a really cool picture. And then we're heading back to our apartment and getting some rest for Dad because he's doing pretty well, but he's still a bit still a little bit down. So we'll rest up and see what he's up to tomorrow. Always thank you for praying for those people that did. So today was a crazy day. Update on Dad, he's feeling much better, pretty much 100% he said this morning, so that is really good. Thanks for everyone that prayed. We still don't know what happened, but at least he's come out the other side of it. And yeah, we did a full day today. Went over to a place called Sentosa Island, and you'll see on my next video what happened there, but we took some cable cars and we did a trick eye museum and walked through this resort, which was insane. It's like full of just all of the things. I can't describe it any more than that, but check out the video. We are in our third day in Singapore? I don't know. We're in our second full day in Singapore, and finally on our holiday we have made it down to a beach. Finally we've made it down to a beach. And the water's actually really nice and warm, but it's also one of the biggest trading ports in the world. So all you can see is just like ships queuing up to find a berth, and it's actually really cool. The whole little island that we're on has a whole bunch of cable cars that we got down here from, and they've got like zip lines and play parks and adventure parks. There's Universal Studios. Like this whole island is just like a massive fun place. So we're gonna maybe see if we can do something, probably not Universal Studios, but something a little bit cheaper than that. So we'll see what happens. just got back to the apartment a bit early today, just because it was kind of like our own thing to do things day. So we went to something called the former Ford factory here in Singapore today, which was actually the base in World War II for the signing of the British surrender here in Singapore. So Dad wanted to go around that because it was a former Ford factory, and because we learned some history as well, which was good. And then I went off by myself. My mum and Dad have gone to the zoo, and I went to something called the Battle Box, which is another World War II thing. It's a secret underground bunker during World War II for the British command, and it's where they decided to surrender, funnily enough. So it's been a bit of a history nerd day today. But I also found, just as I was on my way back to the station to get the train home, I found a big, like, 12-story shopping mall, which was insane. And what really confused me, in my little English Kiwi brain, is that Marks and Spencer's was right next to Cotton On Kids and Spotlight. So I didn't know what to do with myself, but I thought I'd take a trip back to the UK and buy some shortbread from Marks and Sparks and some pink cranberry lemonade as well, which was always a favourite. But that's been my day back at the apartment. It's our last full day in Singapore tomorrow, because our flight doesn't leave until about 10:45 in the evening, something like that. And then we'll be landing in New Zealand around midday on Friday. So our hosts, Ben, Hui and Jasmine, his wife, are taking us out for the day tomorrow. So I have got no idea what's going to happen, but I'm sure he used to be a travel agent. Now he's some kind of tourist guide. So I'm sure it'll be amazing, whatever it is. But anyway, that's been my day. I'm very hot, and I'm going to turn all the air conditioning on now. And see you tomorrow. Hello. Quick update on today before we get on our flight this evening. Our hosts, Ban Hui and Jasmine, as I said, they were going to take us out today. We went out for a really nice breakfast. Then they took us, much to mine and Dad's delight, to a vintage car collector garage. So there was lots of gorgeous vintage cars there, some beautiful ones that even Dad hadn't seen before, so that was really cool. And then we went to one of the reservoirs here in Singapore. The green is very important, as well as they didn't want to make it a concrete jungle. So there's a gorgeous big reservoir that just honestly is so peaceful, you don't realise that you're in the middle of a city. And then we went for dinner. Well, lunch. And we went to the site where the Japanese first landed from Malaysia into Singapore. There's still like watchtowers there, and it's been turned into a park, which is really cool, but it's quite eerie in a weird way. But that was really interesting. And then we've just been for lunch, and apparently the king of fruits here in Singapore is something called the durian. It smells like wet dog, and I chose not to taste it just in case it tasted like wet dog as well. My mum and dad had a try, and I'll show you what happened with that next. Otherwise, we've just got a few hours to chill out at the flat, and then Ben, Hui and Jasmine are picking us up for dinner. Dad's going to try chili crab, which is apparently one of the things that you have to try here. And then it's off to the airport and flying home. Our flight leaves at 10:45 Singapore time, which is 4 hours behind New Zealand. So if you're awake at 2:45 in the morning, please pray that we have a safe flight. And we're landing in New Zealand tomorrow, Friday afternoon. and we'll be driving straight back down to Tauranga, so I will see people soon. Oh.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Say something.
How is it?
It's sweet first taste.
Dad doesn't look too impressed.
Look at him, he's...
No, you don't like it.
Yeah.
I'll have a little bit more. Just a bit more.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, it looks like lumpy custard.
It doesn't taste like normal custard.
No, but it looks and feels like lumpy custard and it doesn't taste like it, so it's wrong.
You can't think what the aftertaste is.
No, I don't like it.
It doesn't taste like it smells.
So that's a no
Very
from you?
sorry. Don't like it.
You tried it.